Yes,
in terms of percentage.
Okay. So that's comparatively new.
It's new.
Getting ethnicity.
Yeah. I pulled one last week from Bedford Hill, and knew the number that I've seen. I've seen 87 people already there. But then out of that, I'm not going to pull it down and say which of these are this and which of these are DNAs. I haven't done that yet. Brilliant. But because we had a meeting with you and we thought we should include that. Okay. So I think we will have that information at a point, and that will be clearer. Yeah. But the information you've just given me, it's been quite interesting. Yeah. But the difficulty you have in engaging them, and that it's not clear why they're so hard to reach. But I think from my experience, it's more to their experience, what they've gone through.
Yes.
If you've been out there and then you haven't had a positive experience, I think when they come out of hospital, what they will say that I don't want to have anything to do with services anymore. The few people that came to me, that's what they told me. So I think if I should send them across, not to me. But what I would say is that it's because of their bad experiences. It's because they know that most of them they normally can report that they've been unfairly treated.
Yes.
And then as soon as they get out, their mind is, I'm not going back again. So I don't want to have anything to do, because somebody told me that if I'm not going to tell you what I think you need to hear. And I said, that's why that is. I said, because the last time I mentioned that I was having this thought and these things, I ended up being in hospital. And then it took me a while before I came back. So now I'm cautious about what I say, because I'm trying to cope with what I'm going through. But I don't want to go back there again. It took me 4 sessions for him to build trust and say, look, it's true, I do understand you. But I think, look at it this way, that you're also living with this fear and with this experiences that you don't want to talk about it when there's help. The service main aim is to keep you out of hospital. So we are in line with you. And the service aim is to give you further support in terms of other aspects of your life to make it better. So if you don't do that and these problems compound and become more, one day you cannot handle. And then you go back to the same place that you didn't want to go. Hopefully not, but it's more likely if you are holding on to all this. So the more open you are, the better. If these things are there, people live with their illness, but it's about the support they have.
Yes, of course.
And that took me 4 sessions before this person would tell me this. So it made me had a sense that, there could be a lot more people that once you have a letter as a mental services, I'm done. I'm discharged and I don't want to go there. And that is one of the perceptions that I'm getting around so far.
And of course it would help, and probably it's not as many, but it would help actually if you engage right at the discharge.
That would be helpful.
Process.
It will eradicate the suspiciousness.
Yes.
It also takes away the myth.
Some of that conversation with
in the meeting and introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And it's been helpful when I was working in the community that people came in because of the national service, and we told them that when discharged in the community, you'll be working with Joseph and the deaf service, outpatient. And they were, oh, really? And so you come and check on me. I said, yeah, I'll come and check. So they knew me already. The first appointment was booked right there in the meeting, date and time registered, parents are there. So the family were happy, and that was how it started. So, hopefully that will be...
That's really good.
Yeah.
And when you have, for the ones that you have engaged with, what's been their response when you finally get their trust?
Yes, I think the one I've gained, it's been very positive. At the moment, people that I've engaged, is at the BME still, you're talking about? Yeah, they keep coming. They are very grateful that the service is there. I think the fact that the myth of the fact that it was more against them or to catch them or something suspicious is being clarified. They are more happy, they are engaging, they are being more open and talking about what they want. And so it's been very encouraging. Once that they know why the service is there for. I think,
Okay. So, Now, just a couple of questions about monitoring and evaluating. What are some of the things? Because I gather that do you have your own records separate from? Are you keeping your own records?
Yes.
So separate from the EMIS?
Yes, I'm keeping my own records separate from EMIS. So
and the team is keeping records on, or is you doing it, or
just
your whole PCP team?
In terms of so when we started, what we all started doing is how do we know who are we seeing and all that.
Yeah.
So we started doing a spreadsheet of the EMIS people that when you call them. So one thing that I did was when I called them on the date, said called, no response, I put it on my system. It goes on EMIS, but then it will be on my spreadsheet on the date, and then I say second call made, no response, a letter sent or letter will be sent. So I used that, and then when they were seen on this date, second appointment. So that was how we captured it until we had this system where we can pull up a report about the people that we're seeing.
Okay.
That was, like I said, one of the people in EMIS help us. So we're keeping that record now, and then Kate was asking us, I think every quarterly, every 2 months or so, about the number of people that we've seen so far. So that's how we're keeping that record. And we had our own monitoring system. Yes, we had PCP monitoring template about the people that we've seen, their EMIS number, date of birth, and the intervention given, whether they had carers or they had on their corporate register. So we had that. So we were using that, and then we had the system be more effective, the one on EMIS. So we do need to duplicate it.
Right.
So we're keeping the records. We've just started rolling out our service users questionnaire.
Okay.
So that's gone out for the past 2 weeks. So we started collecting feedback. I think we sent a copy to you and the commissioning group.
Sometime.
Yeah, for you to look at.
Back.
So that thing is going out as a first feedback from the service, how they see the service from the beginning and throughout, and how they felt the service has been. And then that should be given to Kat. We discussed it at the end of February when Kat come back. And we're going to look at the common themes, what people think, and then we put it together. So we've developed our service users questionnaires. It's gone up. I think so far we've got about 16 already. We're supposed to get 20. So I should get a 20 by the end of this week, hopefully. And then if we all put 20 each, that's 5 hours, 100.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, to be able to have.
The service users, have you given it to them to take away and then send in? How have you done it?
Yeah, so it depends on people's individual ability, what their choices are. So when explained to them and they're happy to do, some of them will say that, look, you have a chance to go through them. I can read through them for you to understand. If you have time, you can do it at the surgery, or you can take it away and then you can break one and let's permit or leave it at the surgery when you want. We're doing all. Some people want to go through and they will do it for you. Somebody will take it along. But what we realize is some people that took it away, they haven't brought them back yet.
That's
I
often
understand.
a real challenge.
So we are more successful people that you finish at the end of your session, leave 5 minutes, and then ask them if they're happy to do that. And the fact that we want to make sure the service is tailored to their needs. Yeah.
So that's gone to all your service users?
At the moment, not all of them. We're giving it to the people that we've seen.
Yes, all of the ones that you've seen. You've had some contact
with. So that they give a better feedback.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's ongoing, because somebody you saw 6 weeks ago, then that's probably another 6 weeks. So like this week, tomorrow when I go to Bedford Hill, the people that I've seen, and the new people that I won't give, the people I've seen 4 weeks or before Christmas, I'll give it to them. But not the new person that first appointment I wouldn't give.
No.
I want to see them again for them to have it.
And just in terms of that, I know that there was some, in terms of GPs, because I started a conversation with Kurt I've just realised we didn't finish that conversation before he went away.
Yeah.
The one going out to GPs, that hasn't gone yet, has it?
That hasn't gone yet, but it's been drafted.
Okay.
And I think it's been sent around for feedback.
We